His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region. And this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or certain condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Embarrassment at you. Are you a reconciler? When are you going to put this country together? When? Joseph Boakai is a dangerous person. Joseph Boakai is a dangerous person. Our John Lebrimpo to tell Elin Sari. We know that you are good to Joseph Boakai, but Joseph Boakai is just another ingrate that don't appreciate good. Or somebody good for them. Joseph Boakai, the shame will come to you. So let's say you are reconciled, you were 40 years. What did you learn? Making appointment. You take over crop from Joseph ministry. You can't do labor ministry. Joseph Boakai, you confused?
Our agenda. We need to have our own speaker. So today, an opposition speaker will have to push our agenda. We need to have our own speaker. So today, I'm a regime speaker. So today, I'm a regime speaker. So today, I'm a regime speaker. All the important Liberia, the countries of Britain, was excellent for so we, as provincial staff, ensure the difficulty the general arrest of proceeding, the general runners of press, and opposition speaker. You do not sit there and then go any further. All of things we fail to do, the audience damage. We're going to answer the committee in that. We can't look at corruption code in that. We can't minister of local government in that. Everything the government talk about, the Tourism Act, all those other acts of reform Liberia, all those things die for the first 10 months. But as soon as we resurrected, They went there, all the positions were passed through. Because the non voted for the country to be. They never see no structure in an opposition. He is a speaker of the ruling party. So we therefore need to use your money. When you use your money,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live from the NPS compound. And from the NPS compound, you have 45 of these buses. These buses were donated from India through the negotiation of President George Manneh. We are great men walking, bound to succeed. Dr. Bill Traore, the National Port Director, helped also to make sure that these buses were procured properly and are leaving the Freeport. As you watch, you will find out that 45 of these buses will be leaving the compounds of the Freeport, and they will be relieving stress in transportation stress in the country. Christmas gifts are on the way. Transportation has been put on a little bit of relief in the country. 45 of these buses are coming out of the compounds of National Port Authority. I know some of you are very angry for whatever reason you are angry, but today, please be calm. But from the compounds of National Port Authority, 45 of these buses are marching out.
Doma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times. You divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. How I divorced twice? You know jack about me. You don't want to say you will divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Doma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times. You divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. How I divorced twice? You know jack about me. You don't want to say you will divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Doma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakante.
You got birth certificate?
I come in now. Revin, take time. Revin, you divorce a wife 2 times. You divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. How I divorced twice? You know jack about me. You don't want to say you will divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
SATGIM in Monrovia, Liberia, under the regime of Nebuchadnezzar. Thank God Almighty. Oh yes, thank God Almighty. We are excited to be in another day again. So it's the weekend, man. Let me say good afternoon to you. Thank you so very kindly that you join us for the show. Real Talk on Kings 88.5. Wherever you are, as per your time zone or geography, I say hello. Those in Liberia, good afternoon. It is another day again with the issues, people. Thank you so very kindly that you join us. Man, we've got some issues to talk about. In this land of tribulation, under the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, so yes, it is another day again. We've got the issues to talk about. We fetch the news, analyze, and then we place it on your lap because you are the ultimate judge. You determine what is what. Not only do we give you information, but we give you cash, money. It's 10,000, the jackpot, King's Cash giveaway. You want to start playing now with just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch, and then you can have your 10,000. Oh yes, 10,000. It is high time that you receive your 10,000 in this damning economy under the reign, the despotic, tyrannical reign of Nebuchadnezzar. Start playing right now so that you get your 10,000. Star 799 star 25 hatch. I play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you have your 10K in Nebuchadnezzar reign. You have 10K. Well, it's so good. All right. Thank you so very much that you joined us, man. Let's get started. Let's see those of you. Let's acknowledge those of you who have come on, and you are coming on in your drones. Coming on in your drones. Thank you so very much. Sata Musu Fambule, you've on. Thank you so very much that you are on. Good to have you on the show. I think we are friends on Facebook. Good to see you on the show. Thank you for coming on. Philip Kura, you've come on from Dubai, the UAE, and it is the evening hours there. Dinah Dennis, yes, you've come on from Manhattan, your residence in the United States. Good to have you on. Samuel W. Wulu, you've come from Carwell, yes, where you are. And you are, what do you say, the Liberian Civil Rights Movement, your official. Just man, that's good. At least you got something doing. You are a national stakeholder. Muya Sharif, you are on from District 9 Sinka. It is the District of Representative Rule of Law, Frank Safoko. Anderson Kamara from Matadi City Clinic. David Givler, you've come on from Mandra Market, Waterside. I hope that you are not around that filthy, sting, dirty place. LWSC needs to go over there. Democrat can not only be in a city, Public Works also needs to move in there. That place is filled with defecation, to stink. Clarence Dway, you are on from Kakata. Your legal hustle continues on Friday. Yeah, that we all the legal hustle. Anything you do, my man, a legal hustle. Once you are not duping anybody, you are not going the other way around. It's a legal hustle. God blesses that. Nelson TD, you've on. Kuda Williams, you've come on. You hold on to Joe Small, man. Yeah, Kuda, I beg you, man. Yeah. The man say he tired. Hey, I heard it from AB play that clip. The man say he tired. So Kuda, if you say the man sleeping, yeah, the man say the job too hard for you. Patrick Kohler, you have on from Plebo Sodican District. The hometown of the former speaker, Dr. Buffer Chimot. Cornelius Green, you've come on from your corner. Moses Masekwe, you are on. Matthew Sumo, William Carr, Fumba V. Tule, Jackson Ponin, you said the Intellectual Center is on lockdown toll. The show Real Talk. Thank you so much, Jackson Ponin of Iron Factory, and you people are following alongside the chairman, Ramancio Lupatan, or Kenny Boy, as he's widely known in your area, the head of Block 13 Intellectual Center. Good to have you guys on the show this afternoon. Harrison City, you're on from Caldwell, your residents. My dear sister, Claudie Allison, you joined from Delaware, the United States. Hope that you are faring well. Matthew Sumo, you've come on. Robert Sloan, you are falling from New Jersey, the United States. Gamelia Pakala, you're falling from LMP headquarters. Don't put the radio on loud. I hope you get it on loud. You follow the show, Kings 88.5 LMP headquarters. When the police will hear you, if you are a police guy, they might likely dismiss you. If you aren't fine. Pastor Melvin Power, Destiny Power, you are following from the United States. Good to have you on, Pastor Melvin Destiny Power. Okay, we've got the issues to talk about. Time is of the essence, and at the same time, we're giving out the weekend catch. You want to de-stress yourself, you want to amuse yourself, you want to do that, but the preference, you can have the preference, but if there isn't anything to back or to get the preference being satisfied, it can't work. Then what will happen is you might find yourself in depression. Depression is a state by which you just can understand what is happening based on things not happening, and you begin to worry and worry and worry. And if you worry to a greater extent, it might lead to something else. But when you have the preference and you have the money, money can solve all problems. All problems. Money can solve all. Yeah, when I say all problems, because once you have money, you are alive. Without money, you aren't. So we are giving out 10,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, 10,000 Liberian dollars we are giving. Dial *799 *100#. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Yeah, and win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. Start playing now, and then your 10,000 Liberian dollars will come your way. If you're not playing, you're not going to get it. If you are playing, you have it. Yes, that's what it is. Start playing, and then you will win. The It's not easy, or it's not easy in Nebuchadnezzar's economy. This economy is giving you a preview of how it is going to be in the end time. That's what you are saying. It's difficult for you to get money. If you don't have Unity Party mark, you can buy, you can sell, you can get position, your business won't run as the way you think it ought to. Once you have the Unity Party mark, everything will be good for you. That's what it is. Okay, so that's it. We're giving you 10,000. Start playing. I know you people have already started. I trust you people. You know what it is. I can say this more than you know. Just dial *799 *25# and play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. We can't help but express our gratitude to God Almighty, who has been very, very faithful to us. In spite of it all, he never gave up on us. He always with us. Night, day, he's with us. He keeps watch over us while we are asleep throughout the week from Monday to Friday. He hovers us. And there is every need to say thank you. Thank you for taking us from Monday. You have brought us to Friday, and we are hoping, depending, and trusting on you to take us into another week, that you will always be with us. Listen, God needs nothing from anybody on earth. No money, no materials, absolutely nothing. What God needs from everybody is just praise. Every problem that we have is God's problem. There isn't any problem. There isn't anybody he can take care of. So we just need to say thank you. Yeah. The Bible is filled with that. The 10 lepers who were healed in Luke 17, only one went back to show gratitude. And God asked a simple question. Weren't you 10? Where are the other 9 to come back and say thank you? Gratitude pays. Gratitude is God's character, is a Christian virtue, is an existential virtue. Ingratitude is the co-character of the devil. So if you cannot show gratitude to whoever may have done something to you, doing something for you, then it means that you are Satan incarnate. If you aren't acknowledging God for all that he has done for you and continues to do for you, then you are Satan incarnate, representing Satan. So we can help but bless God for everything. So before we get started, man, let's just bless the name of God who took us from Monday all the way to this day. Let's bring on the guys who have find it necessary to bless God with us by the group Elevation Worship, and the song is called God's Problem. God's Problem. Whatever your problem, it's not yours, it's God. Let's go with this one, and then we'll get into the issues we've got to talk about. Spirit of the living, Spirit of the living God. Yeah, dear God, bless God Almighty, as we conclude another week with the group elevation worship, God's problem. He is the strong tower that keeps watch over us. Yes, he's still the strong tower. Thank you so much. With the song, God's problem is always anything that you can handle is God's problem. The fact that you can't handle it, there isn't any way out, then that means it is not your problem, it's God's problem. Okay, I got you, Kuda Allison and Croman. So is it okay now? Are we good from your end? I see the notation of most of you. So if we are good with the okay, thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. All right, so let's go now. Let's get to the issues we've got to talk about. Thank you all for coming on and exercising the patience. Listen, politicians in Liberia are just not fair to their very country. But before we get there, Abi told you about the project, Weah's project. All of us were here throughout the 6 years. We heard that, and it was being criticized or interpreted differently by Unity Party in opposition then. Thank you, Tobasi. So they will give it they will condemn it, rather, they will criticize it. But you can tell if you know, and from the onset, I mean, if you have been studying the life of the former president, then you will understand the explanation given by Ibi last night about his goodwill, his humanitarian self. And when Abi was explaining that, I said yes, because we may not have all of the information, but we knew from a number of scenes and events, especially when he was with the national team. He shouldered almost everything of the national team, paid coaches, gave player per dime. With the little he was making, took players from here, Liberians on that side, even people who weren't footballers playing for the national team. Out of this place, some of them who were not on the national team, but they were playing for club teams. They were looking for greener pasture. He created opportunity for them. And that stays with him coming into the presidency. He shares that and he still lives with it. So AB was explaining it from a natural perspective, and that is true. His project continues. The Weah's project continues with its impact and difference. Today, the team went around distributing food to the Islamic worshippers and other people. And this is what the Bible says. I do not know about the Quran, but this is what the Bible says. Reach out, share, do good to your neighbors. When they're in need of food, give them food. When they are in need of clothes, give them clothes. When they are in need of shelter, if you have, then you should do that. I think last week we heard a musician whose house got burned, and what did the former president do? He moved in to help him get a place. It is natural. You know naturality, or you know when it is natural, even when the person isn't in power, it's still being done. Before the person can come to power, he's doing it. Out of power, he's doing it. Natural is just hard. A person who is naturally good to live and don't feel compelled to do something, or would not show that compassion. Any person who is born naturally good, they all will feel they need to reach out to people. They will share that empathy of other people and will move to identify them. So today, they visited a couple of mosques. They were at ELWA Central Mosque. From then, they went from one place to another. The goal of the former president and world icon is to reach to, if he can reach out to all of the mosques in the country, but at least he must cover between 75 to 80%. And you know what comes out? God turns to the person who is doing good and blessed that person. So if you're holding on and you think that all is for you, you should be the one saying, as the only person, like the rich fool in the Bible in Luke 12, then you can get God's blessing. But when you can share, when you can reach out, when you can cater to people, they don't have to be your blood relation. They don't have to share the same affinity with you, or ethnicity, or religious belief, or political affiliation. But the fact that they are human beings and you see the need to be of help because they need it and you give it, you are doing it just like God said. Didn't he say, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me? When I lacked shelter, you didn't reach out? And on and on. These are the things that he referred to in the Bible. Everything that we see in the New Testament for this time. So if you can do nothing in this time to be of help to people, it may not be as what the former president is doing, but people have come across you, they've asked you for assistance. Some people, you know that they are in dire need, they may not know you, and some of you have done that. You have reached out, you have heard a case or they're complaining, and you gave your $1 or $2 or whatever the materials. Some of you, your life is excelling from one end to another, not necessarily that you are the only blessed person. It's all because you did something that God needed you to have done, and you did not know that God was instructing you to do it, and you moved to do it. And so he uses that to change people's condition. So when you see all of these things happening, the whole world fall to the feet of former President George Weah, opportunities have been open, doors have been opening, like Martin Luther King would say, windows of opportunities. It's because God has blessed him from what he continues to do for people. That's how you do. Listen, it is not how you shout that you are Christian, you are a Muslim, you Baha. It's not the trumpet that you blow of yourself. It's what you do. It's what the Bible calls difference of worship. So the former president is doing the best he can with the little that he has to share with God's people. All right. So the next one is LIB. Listen, the city is stink. The city is dirty. LWHC, until the politicians can drop the rhetoric, it will always look bad in this country. It will expose them. Most part of the city is dirty, stink, poo-poo water all over the place. LWSC will take one photo and put it on Facebook and give the impression that LWSC is working hard. They removing the structure because it's on the LWSC line and they want to restore water to this and all of those stuff. But they will not highlight alongside the Ministry of Public Works those places that are bad off, stink, that are causing or health hazard. Look here, this is between Benson and Galley Street. This is what in Liberia, I don't know whether you're saying it clear. Okay, this is what in Liberia we call poo-poo water. You see, it's coming from under. The sewage is there. Now, the managing director told us that the reason the city is stink because the sewage is filled. So what needs to be done? You want to move in, but they will not go to these areas, but places that is by far less, or you don't have this kind of scene there. You seeing it? You're saying the car is in it and people passing. That's why in Liberia we can call, sorry for the expression, we call it poo-poo water. The poo-poo all over. And the city is stink. It is what we call also in Liberia, hold your nose and pass. You passing around that place, you got to hold your nose because of the filth, the stink scent everywhere. The water is bursting from up, or the poo-poo rather is bursting from up, from under. Let me not say up, from under. Another place is the intersection of which street where Heston is on Center Street. Is that Center Street? Where? But okay, yeah, the intersection of Broad and that street, please. Yeah, I can't recall it readily now. But right there, where they had the old Ministry of Transport, that place again. Right now, the people that are there listening to me, they know, they are saying that's true. Sam Andrew is saying, you see the poo-poo water, it flowing just like when palm water boiling, stink, and cars pass in it. Another place, densely populated market called Waterside. Go there now, and those people who are in Waterside listening to me, they know the place. You see the poo-poo spreading from under the ground. It's spread, and they're sitting there with their markets, they eating, they doing almost everything they need to do. They're selling their products. I think they have gotten used to it now because they have inhaled enough poo-poo scent. So it's just okay for them now. They just see it as normal life. LWHC Public Works will not go down there. And we can name several places. The streets are still late with diet all over. All right, Mecklin Street. Thank you very much, Moses Masekwe. Mecklin Street. See, there's the stockpile of diets all over the place. When the MCC boss, CFA, took over, before he took over, he said Jefferson Koji kept the city dirty. That they had a city mayor who was only dressing, didn't have the technical know-how practically to keep the city clean. And what did he do? He gave Bouaka a lying impression. He joined Bouaka team before the inauguration, moving from place to place with a little company, and then they said they were cleaning the city. Bouaka, based on that, now Bouaka was convinced and gave him the job. What do you see? You see the mountain of dirt all over. Filth are being chunked into it. That poo-poo, the chunk. The people who sell in their market, they bring their children. No, the city does not have public toilet. So they will defecate in the plastic and then just throw it in the dirt. They take dirty water they have used and throw it. So everywhere you see mountain of dirt, and then the flies and the place is stink, dirty, they post it around there. Are they not seeing all of these things? Are they not seeing? Everywhere you have poo-poo water flowing in the very city. When foreigners come to this country, they think that we're passing them through the interior to get to the city. Interestingly, they don't wind down their glass or the windshield. But if any one of them try it, they'll get sick. Broad Street, just around the old immigration building. Go there. There's another burst there. All of those filter areas, they have hazard. The Ministry of Health and Social Welfare too, because these are the three institutions responsible for that: Health, Public Works, LWSC, LWSC, Ministry of Health, LWSC, Public Works, and what's the other one? The city government. But nothing. It is our understanding that they have plan in place to deal with these things in no time. When Jefferson Koji will talk about the constraints, Jefferson Koji was not appointed, and not that he did not have any knowledge whatsoever. In administration, it doesn't say the person must have all of the knowledge before, but the person goes there, the technocrats are there, and then they work together. The experts are there. The boss is only administrator. What he does is administration. He administrates. But it doesn't say that the person must have that technical know-how or the person has a knowledge of the practical aspect. That's why you have those experts, the technocrats in that place. They work along. The technocrats are the pillars of the boss. So Jefferson Koji did what he could do, and his footprint is there. Along the way, he was facing some problems. He had international partners coming in. They too, they would talk about the constraint. They would give pieces of advice and on and on. Jefferson Koji is off. CFA comes in. The same thing. What CFA is doing, even more than what Jefferson Koji or they accused Jefferson Koji of, they say Koji was wearing the latest suit, the latest Versace, I know that how they call it, or Gucci suit, with tie, the most bluff city mayor. What do we see of CFA today? CFA just having conference, romanticizing in those conferences. The streets, the city is dirty, stink. He hasn't put up anything of a blueprint that the country will look at and say yes. He hasn't come out with anything practical to make sure, in concert with LWSC and the Ministry of Public Works, to have these things off. The Public Works, not the Public Works, but LWSC will tell us that the sewage or sewages are filled. So I hope that I can get that clip on Mo Ali, because that's what he said. He said the sewages are filled. That's the reason. So if you identify the problem, won't you move to find a solution? Till now, everywhere, on a rescue government, the place stink. Thank you, William Carr. Yes, Gelly and Benson Street. Everywhere the city is stink. Hold your nose and pass. Now, some of the deaths that you encounter of your relatives and other people, yes, from the place like Waterside. Go Waterside now. Go Waterside. Use Randa Street and just bend left. Right there. That area is stink. You can see the poo-poo and the people sitting down there eating. They're lecturing as if the place isn't stink, isn't dirty. And the more you inhale filter scent, it affects your health. And if it gets chronic in you, you might die. That is why the place, you always keep the place clean of those kinds of stuff. But rescue will not move there. Not at all. It's too bad of. Stink, dirty, nasty. That will be doing it for that. Let's go to the National Elections Commission. The National Elections Commission. Today, I think they are yeah, you my people, you hold on, can share something with you. Okay, Musa ability, hold on. Let me clean with this. Let us on the National Elections Commission for a while and get to this one. I think it got substance, then most ability certification. Everybody knows that CMC is a political party now. NEC is licensing the party today or certificating the party. But here is it. These guys whom the Supreme Court dissolved, they coming up with different things. One of them, in for the family, the man said they won't kill him. Representative for the family, he is saying that he found juju, as they say in Liberia, traditional medicine, to harm him. He said he went in his office few minutes and then he saw this in his office on his desk. So he concluded that it is juju, African sign, to kill him. For the family, I say, the boy you. Who wants to kill for representative for the family? I know, yeah, man, James Colette will come out too and say he saw this on his car or he saw this element right in front of his door. Who wants to kill majority bloc members? They are finding where their conscience or consciences aren't clear. They think that people are against them. Nobody against you guys within that majority bloc. Nobody against you. It will not be surprised if Richard Kuhn came out too and said he saw something in his car. He's not using that car again. It wouldn't be a surprise if you people who are staffers within their offices, they tell you people to stay off the office because they are suspicious. They're not too satisfied with everybody in the office. It will not be a surprise. They know that they are defeated. They know that there is no way out for them. So they're trying to concord. They're trying to give the impression that people after them. Who after you traditionally? Who wants to kill anybody from the majority bloc? Nobody, absolutely. It is an intellectual den. Everybody intellectualizing. So who wants to kill you for what? You claim to be the House of Representatives. You claim to have a legitimate speaker. Nobody against you. You go in your office and you say you saw this on your desk, so you concluded that juju. If somebody wants to kill you, look in this country, let me tell you, all over the world, if people want to kill you, they ain't got to go in your office. Satan is sophisticated. Some people, they live in the earth. People just sit somewhere and just do what they can do and finish. The whole world and everybody vulnerable. That's why every day we put our faith in God, because He is the only one who can thwart whatever He sees, everything He knows. For the family, nobody got to carry anything in your office. If anybody wants to mess you up, they can mess you up at your house. They can mess you up anywhere. You guys are vulnerable. Most of you guys over there, you just take Bible, you put it on your desk, and you think that when you open the Bible, then I mean you get God protection. Most of you over there are just prayerless. You mind the money until you ain't get time for God. The thing that God say you might not do, you say, no, God, we're doing it. We are gods unto ourselves. God Himself, you don't need no mercy man. Nobody needs to go to mercy man to do anything to you. God can finish your one if He wishes to. God can punish you. God can even use some of your own majority bloc men to do something to you. That normal thing go in the Bible, you see it there. So you don't be afraid. If you're doing what is right, you have clear conscience, you don't have to worry. You don't have to create a scene that people won't kill you. You enter your office, you say you saw juju on your desk. Oh, then now you're bringing juju inside. When everything, the show is coming to an end, the being bad man is about to be killed politically, legally. That now, for the family, you find something to do. I know your man James Colette will come with his own too. And then how they call the other guys, they will come with their own. Oh, that the way you want to go now, that the scheme you want to do, that the con artist speed you want to get on, or big yo, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But you know, say he can lie. Who wants to care for the family? Representative for the family, our AJ representative, Richard Kuhn, majority black men. Who knows the man to kill him? You have not been in the forefront except for one or two instances. You have not been in the forefront. Fear kept you back. It is the same fear that you use it. God. It would not be surprised when James Colette, Representative James Colette, say, Papa, you don't create bad dream for yourselves. Hey, God. Yeah. You see, when your conscience is not clear, what you can resort to? When your conscience is not clear, you're doing evil against your brother. But nobody get time for you. You tell them so you can have bad dreams. Oh, you will create your own bad dream. When you're sleeping, you just jump and sleep. Then when your wife asks you, is somebody chasing me in my sleep? Somebody the office, they're chasing me. But nobody. The high, hey man, what's the description they gave for that, man? They have some kind of name for that kind of dream. Yeah. And either patent, yeah, I think it's patent or latent. Yeah, those two words. Yeah. So now you just think that people after you. So you put that in your mind, you live with it. When you go to bed now, it stays within your mind. You have not taken it out. So as you're sleeping now, you creating, you're making it real because you're thinking about it. So you put it in, you create the same, and you will think that somebody after you, but no, that your own, that what you put in your mind. When you wake up, you can explain that dream. You can give the identical trend. You can explain it as you see it in a dream. I think it's either latent or patent. Yeah, those two words. Yeah. Is that sometimes you not eat heavy? You go full bar way. As the beginner I say in labyrinth, you go lay down now. You just having full dream. Then you wake up, your job is say people will kill you. Who wants to kill you guys at the majority block? Who wants to kill you? Who got time for you? You are your own conscience beating your soul. So you're creating sin. Look, listen, this is what I can tell you guys. Do the most civilized, intelligent, educated men and women thing. Pushing fear aside. Take your last stroll back to Speaker Fonati Kofa. Simple as that. Just take your stroll. When you go back, people will embrace you. Will bring the prodigal son story and say, yes, welcome back. Because that the essence of the prodigal story, as God put it there. So when somebody defect, because of whatever the reason, when they come back to the real place, the rule of law, civilization area, every other thing, ethics, when they come back in our realm, where they were before, you're embraced and you're accepted. So for the family and the rest of the people, that's the only advice I can give. You don't be thinking about anything. Nobody wants to kill you people. Come on. You don't stoop so low. Don't stoop so petty. Don't act so tiny. Come on. You know what you're doing over there. You know that the Supreme Court finish of that whole thing, Rachel Kuhn is not speaker. Everything that you people are doing down there is null and void. We've been telling you guys from day one. But because you took money from Nebuchadnezzar, now it hurting you, it choking you, you're fine way. That money you took, that money you received from Nebuchadnezzar, that free money, nobody will hold you responsible. So drop all that thing that you take your easy war back to Speaker Kofa. That all. You don't be putting it on juju. When last the thing was in its heated stage, you ain't complaining of juju. Everything coming to an end, that now you're talking about juju. Oh yeah, because no way out again. And you say you're educated men and women. There's something called common sense. Common sense. When you like it, you finish. That common sense, that what God called wisdom. That's why he said wisdom is profitable for this, that. He said wisdom, it profits you. It leads you into a situation that nobody will have anything against you. Nobody will say anything. Nobody will vilify you. Nobody will damage your reputation. Nobody will concoct anything against you when you can use common sense, which God called wisdom. You see the guys on the other side? The only thing that Nebuchadnezzar brought lies against them. But all those guys with Fonati Kofa, you see anybody talking bad thing about them? And you see how they're conducting themselves? When they go to bed, they can have dreamless sleep. They sleep sound. They wake up in good health. God protecting them and their family, their household. When the speaker lay down to sleep, the angels over his house, his family, Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, Janga Ko, all of those people, Musa Belete, all of those people who are in that realm with the speaker, when they go home, the spirit of God, the angels of God can hover their houses. You know why? Because that's what God said. Don't go into anything that I do not support. So since you guys are in the rule of law realm, my angels will hover you and your family. You will sleep sound. You will wake up sound. You will enjoy. But those guys on the other side, they ain't got God angel protecting them. How do I know? With the things they're coming all with now. And the line, they say people won't care them. they show Rishi to the interesting battle. Okay. All right. So, yeah, let's go to the line then. We talk those last two, and then we are at today, Friday. Today, Friday, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's go therapeutic a little bit. So let's go now. Let's see. Let's read your comment first. Okay. Otaka Kauze that God beating them so. Had more punishment for them. Okay, but you know, I read yours earlier, but I should do it again. But you know, so and say he can lie. Who else? Cuckoo Pay say his own demon visiting him. Philip Nangwe writes, witchcraft knows witchcraft. Yo. How you just conclude quickly that Juju African side? Kuda Williams say that is why people are dying and they are saying someone wished them. Yeah. On the health hazard, William Carr. Okay, yes, I talk about that. Philip Nangwe said those are real health hazards. Yeah. Something has to be done. And Clarence, do I say sometimes the poo can be boiling like beans soup? That water's I tell you, that's true. That's true, my man. I passed over there one time. Hey, my man. Hey, then William, guess what? Or Clarence, guess what? We got to the place. Hey, traffic jam. A traffic jam. Just imagine. My man, we got to the place. Who said we should pass on that side? Because the new bridge was locked. So we're looking for alternative route. So somebody suggested in the car, since the bridge is locked down and no way, let's use water side because usually the old bridge has less traffic. The other people say, yeah. My man, the driver turn around. As soon as we pass the city hall office that Jefferson Koji built for them, or past the intersection, when we got in the middle, guess where we were? We were sitting over the poo-poo place. Sting! Damn it, my man. Hey, God. I said, I almost got that, but hey, what? You see, everybody holding their nose. Hey, God, rescue your do something out there, man. Yeah. There, Benjamin Coman say, my only preso on earth, President George Manuel Weah. Thank you so much, my dear preso. Yeah. I like how AB put it last night. Yeah. There has always been Weah's project. That project, he did not come to the presidency before it came into existence. His project had always existed from the very first day. Yeah, that's true. Bwaka, can we see Bwaka project prior to becoming vice president with Ellen? Bwaka has any project? No, nothing, absolutely nothing. All right, let's go to the line, then we move to the next issue, and then we are out for today. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving out 10,000. Dial star 799 star 25 hash. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and you win your 10,000. Good afternoon. You are on. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Sam.
Yes.
I think I'm about to be a photo.
No, you have to move from where you are. I'm not getting you too clear. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you call from?
There is Matadi Momo calling for the Society out of people beside Christian View.
Your area, your area clean. Eh? No poo water around your area.
No, no more water, Papa.
We got a poo water that once in LWSC.
Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
Quickly to the point. That medicine where that representative say he found it in a place. That they cannot think they were carrying for fanatical power, but they know that fanatical power not going in the building, so they put it outside to go chung away now.
Yeah. They say that he will go in your office and say he found Juju.
Yeah. That they think they were carrying in the building.
No mind, man.
Yeah, well, I think they were carrying for fanatical power in a group by a say.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
They only go fire scatter a fail. They can't make it again.
Okay.
So they're going to put it outside.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for the minute, huh?
Have a nice weekend. Hello. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Semanju.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Sam, that's the voice of Samu Rasta joining from Point 4 in Zimbabwe.
Let's go.
You know, Sam, God has his own way of doing things. So some of our friends can say God's slow, but as for me, I believe that God is not slow, but he's sure. Sam, Andrew, can you imagine God beating us so? When in the world, Lord, can you imagine, Sam, Andrew, that man president after said that is same. So what are you doing over there? You know, Sam, most of the guys that came to power, they went, they did a lot of things, they put a hand in a lot of things, Sam, but the thing that you do in the darkness, they will come to broad daylight. So somebody got in seeing that shadow on the wall, Sam. Those guys are very evil and they love money, so they are evil. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Hello?
How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing fine. Let's hear you.
Yeah. See, very soon you will hear that magma war you will hear when they enter their own offices or their own bedroom, their own shallow will start chasing them. By the time they will see more and the meat witchcraft. Pretty soon you will hear their own shallow will start chasing them out of their houses or their offices. They will take out their slipper and put it on their head and start running. When they ask them what happened, they say something running behind me. The people want to eat water, sir. Let more at it go and clean water first. Or they say the mayor, then you go water and go clean the place. Thank you. This is my Beatrice. William Scott for the PhD community.
Have a nice weekend. Hello. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sis Andrew.
Yeah, let's hear you. Your name and where you call from.
My name is Haja Kamara, calling from Cross Street.
Let's go, Haja.
The topic making me laugh. They made my day fun for me. Lab medicine, what lab medicine he see. That representative say he see. That the same medicine that we use that they will confer about fire instead. God beating them. That their own thing, your own thing can pray that it can choke you. That it choking them now. But they will explain a real story. Thank you for the time.
Thank you too for calling. Nice weekend. Hello. You are on the air. Let's hear you.
Thank you also, my brother. That you are even put on the green rest. William W. Wu, the official spokesperson for Liberation movement, or saying what I look at is that we don't need to envy our friends when they are there, they are in position. The only thing you can do that people can do is give off suggestions. When you do the one, be okay. But then you do the one, don't do the one, they want it wrong. But you know, the party people, I think they are in the house. So they criticize everything that I think when they get there, they are injured, they are Jesus. Everything will be okay under them. Look at Mo Ali. So the you know how I got social line that administrating your room. But he Mo Ali for that area. What happened to him today? I saw your man was up the Bialim Posta. But we are in power, we are saved because there is no house that we report and it's wrong saying. Don't always go against people when they are there. You pray that you will do. You are educated people, you know everything that you talk about in La Bro. When you get there, it will be easy. And this is saying that you go in your work. What you can do, nothing they can do.
Thank you.
Brother. Thank you.
Hello.
Afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
This is Eflon Carr. You know, what happened to the Unity Party government is that everything they look at it at the time they say they other men are able. The other men are able to do it. Instead of them coming with a solution to see how best the issue can be addressed, even how much in that particular office, he have a document that our survey was done. What needs to be done to reduce the feces on the street and the kind of money that we need to do that. To do that, some building needs to be dismantled, and you need to find money to do so. So he cannot, he see a choke in now. There's nothing that he can do about it. The only thing he will do, water here, water there, water that other side. But you're not found. Don't come back clean Broad Street. Anytime when I enter, I got to ask somebody to help me cross over there. Continuously, a flowing there. Then the representative, the time they were eating the money, no, but let's see what on the deck, the time he was insulting the Supreme Court bench, no, but let's see what on the deck.
Okay.
When you refer to that older man that is a cancer survivor, same. He's a cancer survivor.
Thank you.
Oh, no, but let's see what on the deck. And now he got let's see on the deck. The whole thing will haunt him. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. So for the family, no, the guys, here you go. How do I describe this thing? Yeah, another one. Ivor Jones, the man who was presiding over, I think, the budget hearing, if I'm not mistaken. He comes out with his. You go on his official Facebook page, you will see it there. He said, whoever did or instructed someone to do this before my office door is a failure and a wicked. I am not a ritualist, and I don't believe it works. Then he quoted Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue. Yeah, there. That whole majority black. Yo, yeah, different. Yo, over their boss man, Richard Cool. Even Richard Cool will say somebody went to his house, he saw the even his gay. All of them, they will come up with some kind of scheme. Ivor Jones, the man just put it. Y'all go on his official Facebook page. Y'all will see it there. He said, I am covered by the blood of Jesus Christ, as indicated in Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. Oh, so that now they know God. God is the chief rule of law. God. That now you're doing the message, no, what you're doing is wrong. You think God, that now you know God, you think God can protect you in this kind of situation? That's a blatant lie. You read the Bible, God never ever protects people. It's not a quotation that you gave. You can give 500 quotations of Bible. It doesn't say God going to come to you. The only way God comes in your defense when you are doing what is right and people are against you. That's why he said in Romans chapter 12, verse 19, he said, vengeance is mine. Do not repay evil for evil. I will repay. When you're doing it like people concocting against you like they're doing with the speaker, it's not to say the speaker holy. It's not to say he doesn't have his own problem. But the way they went about, God said, but another way to go. You have to take time. Why you guys are concocting, why you guys are bringing up lies, but your own evil will haunt you. So you call Isaiah or you call all the books of the Bible, Ivor Jones. It will not help you. Just take your easy stroll back to the speaker. That's the only medicine there. That's the only thing. Brother, I know brother or sister, I call you. You lost your honorability. That honorific they put on your honorable, you lost it. So you take your easy walk back so that it will be restored. You leave that man, Richard Kuhn, and people there. Thomas Fala, you see it now? Thomas Fala look in Richard Kuhn's face and say, my man, I'm going back. I'm going on my speaker. And let Richard Kuhn say, hey, God. Yeah, all the men coming all the same people okay there. There you go. Who was okay? The guys in the majority blood by people. You ever thought these guys who have arrived at this are bringing the third person? Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Peter the Week Castle Crawford under the streetlight in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you for the fascinating discussion. You know, you say the issue and relating to the Morovia City Mayor, I think for the past year he has very proven and to be grossly incompetent. Because when you look at the principles and the street of Morovia, and it has been swallowed by that. And these are the guys yesterday that sat down, criticized Jefferson Kuti and other guys. See all the pipe, the latrine pipe, everything have bust in the capital city of Morovia, and nobody is here. Even the water pipe has everything has totally bust, and more Ali and other guys are just sitting. They are not doing anything about it. That has been reckless. And Mo Ali was one of the louder voices yesterday. But today, he's not here. He's passing around delegating where. And lastly, to the issue relating to when the 4-day formula, you said you saw Juju. I think that guy was drunk. That's just a liquor talk. The real time coming. That man got drunk. He was highly intoxicated. So he said that you never see the real Juju yet. The Juju coming. That the time he will come and confess to us. Thank you very much.
Great. Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Hello, Sir Andrew.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine, I'm fine. Thank God. And you?
Okay. Yeah, thank God. This is my CC. I'm calling from Flower Town. Sir Andrew, thank you for the show, my brother. I'm just sitting here laughing. Please, I beg you, Sir Andrew, do us a favor. When we die in Flower Town here, no water. It's not easy.
No water?
Ali.
No, but my CC, no, Dana Oz there. Dana Oz can do that one. You're called more Ali. So
no. What I'm saying, you put a general, the people will start, they will not listen.
No, but you call the people. The people work there. Dana work there. You call more Ali. More Ali say they get everything. And they breaking people houses down to put the so they to run water. So you call the man, run water in Clara Town.
Our market spoil in the back. I'm all telling you. You know, he said, I will live in back. You call the people who say they know everything for the 2 year experience. Why are you? The same person, we have more Americans going to meet Texas, Gabo, Star, Lola. What are you? Who you meeting today? Omer Joe Boaka. Who you meeting today, Papa? Tell who you meeting. All the trouble you tell. What are you meeting for us in the country?
The man tired. And my CC, and you listening day before yesterday, and you listening to Teacher Live?
Yeah,
and you heard the clip that Teacher Live play on the man? Yeah.
They overwhelmed tired.
Yeah,
But they don't forcing him at some. They force him because they want to see and they see him. They forcing our resources, they stealing our money. What we suffering out here, say, I do. They all say it's time because they want to see everything for themselves. So they will force it there. And so you get straight down there and close your mouth. Let's see what we see and go back to America. We suffering. Let them make open the water for baking heat. No coming, no water. We suffering. We
all right, my CC.
Before the airport, why is more? I don't know. We are. Why is the mayor?
All right, my CC. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. All right. Thank you all for spicing up the first live of the show. Real talk on Kings 88.5. We talk it real. This country is ours. No matter how they feel. The vex, they invest that the business. If they vex, they don't go hang yourself on a tower. We say it because we want this country to be good, better. No investors coming in. Things just bad of every day. All right, so let's go now. Keep playing the King's Cash giveaway. It's 10,000. We are giving you 10,000. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US, and then you can win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars. 10,000. Yeah, 10,000. All right. So let's go now. Let's take this break. And then when we come back, we go into something very interesting. DOA.
They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in your grave. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in no job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in yours every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Now who come and save us now? Now who come and save us now? Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody face the front. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in your grave. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in no job. Plenty people name for 40, one man taking 45K. No system, no rules in place, so corruption in our face. Hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, oh, hunger killing us. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in your grave. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in no job. Give us 7 now, take it big. They step in yours every day. We not talk every day, but stay. They won't go killing us every day. Now who come and save us now? Now who come and save us now? Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody face the front. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in your grave. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. Only still Christ in no job. Plenty people name for 40, one man taking 45K. No system, no rules in place, so corruption in our face. Hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, the hunger killing us, oh, hunger killing us.
Truly, it's not easy. Hunger killing people. It's too bad of and rough and not easy. Yaka. You see, it is based on that we are giving out money, giving you 10,000 because the hunger has risen to a level, it has risen to a boiling point. People can hardly have it. Just do a survey, just move around, just take a stroll around communities, houses. You'll see, not only will you hear, but you'll see starvation. You'll see desperation. You see desperate desire for food, but it's not forthcoming. You see acute poverty. Things are just bad off. Things are just hard. Nothing really happening. But in the midst of it all, people, we try to put something on your table. We try to give you food. In the midst of it all. That's why God said we should try the best we can to help. So we giving you 10,000. Just take the 10,000 by using $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, the King's Cash giveaway, and then you can go away with your 10,000. It is not for us. You only receive and go away with it. What you do with it is up to you. But you want to take it, play the King's Cash giveaway dash star 799 star 25 hatch, play with $200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you can have your money so that you can survive. Yep, it's not easy. Yeah, the man, yeah, y'all look at it, man. Is it he get juju? That the juju there on the table there. He told things, yeah. He told it. Things from a play here, here people they wear and design some kind of skin. They can put a juju there. Then you sitting down behind the desk, a real juju, and told he found this. Then the other man said he saw blood at his office door. they turned out, let me say it was yes, but it was during Ellen's regime. It was during Ellen's regime. That place was bad off. It was bad off during Ellen's regime. They were killing each other during Ellen's time. Ellen's 12 years as president of this country, that legislature, it was a place of life and death, a place of fear. They were going in the morning from the first floor or second, you see blood rolling down the stairs. You see all kinds of gamble seed, and lawmakers were dying. Lawmakers were dying. In Ellen's administration, if I'm not mistaken, pretty close to 6 or 7 lawmakers died. Mysteriously. Yeah. But they weren't, yeah. When Weah came, we did not hear deaths, mysterious deaths of whatever the nature of that place. It didn't say lawmakers did not die. Lawmakers die. But the way these guys, the 2 lawmakers are portraying it, they are in this whole stuff. Coming out of it with the Supreme Court referring to the man as purported speaker, and they know what purported means, and they know that the man is not speaker, and they're trying to find a way to go back. So they're trying to create a scheme like people after them. Nobody after Ivor Jones, he said he saw blood at his office. So using Isaiah 54, verse 17. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Nonsense. For the family man, he said he saw. Listen, you can see the lies. The guy, they are diabolical, blatant liars, Satan incarnate. That if somebody wants to kill you, they'll go put it on your desk. How did they pass? Your office staff there. Okay, let's agree a driver and a sitting. You think anybody wants to kill any one of you? You guys, all of you guys over there are vulnerable spiritually. You guys are vulnerable. You guys are you are not guys that really pray. You are not guys that live in your houses in the morning. You commit your life unto God. Even though some of you do few, but very many of you, your God is the money, the power, so that the fear you put in your mind, people won't kill you. Let's go to something else here. But let's read some of your comments first. Otaka, who said for the family is attempting to go back because the budget is signed and he already had $1 in his pocket. Okay. Moses Masekwe said, latent dream, you are right. Yeah, what I was fumbling over. He said, latent dream has both manifest and latent content. Manifest is the actual meaning, while latent is the hidden or symbolic interpretation. For the family story is latent. All right, thank you. Cuckoo Page say they are dancing with their own devil. William Card said they are shameful. Joseph Kenyon, right? They will smell it. Joe Smith said God will continue to beat them. Augustine Bodie, no, that's Tobasi says, suppose misconduct of Representative Yaka Koloba. Could you please explain the misconduct and whether he has engaged in, did I talk about Yaka? No. It's a civilized Bella boy. For the name represents Juju. Those guys know what exactly they are doing. Nobody stupid yet. Yeah. As people deal with you by their comments. Kuda Williams said, amen, amen. This station has lawyers, pastors, teachers. We are Christians, so we believe in our God and the Bible he gave us. All right. So thank you ever so much. Let's move now. Bapin says, Speaker Kofa, the Lord is always with you. Let's move to what unfolded today. the certification of CMC, was a Citizens Movement for Change, yeah, headed by Representative Musa Bility. The party was certificated today by the National Elections Commission, giving it the official authority or authorizing it to move as a full-fledged political party in Liberia. We're close with some of the dialogues those guys are taking at the House of Majority bloc. And also International Women's Day. So they certificated them today as a political party. So you can now refer to them officially as a registered political party in Liberia. Not taking long on this, I talked about it before this week. It is dead on arrival. It's going to be like the other political parties, apart from CDC and Unity Party, except the proof being wrong. But apart from CDC and Unity Party, no party got the substance to rise up to anything the presidency in this country. And this is not a judgmental curse. No, I am speaking from what I've known of political parties in this country. They have not shown the kind of substance they need to show. They have never been institutional. They have always been at the mercy of the person who forms the political party and is the master or political sponsor. If that person leaves, the party breaks down. So none of the party has been institutional. We do not have an institutional party in this country. Besides the two political parties, the elite ones, CDC and Unity Party, of the two, Unity Party is not institutional. We saw that when Ellen left, the party was crumbling. Bouaka could not resuscitate, and restore it. Mo Ali and the rest of the guy had to beg Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former president of Liberia. They held her feet. That record is there. The videos, the pictures are available for her to come back to the party. And they term it as reconciliation. The party was drowning. And given that Ellen did not want the party to die where it came from, where they took Unity Party from another political party and transform it into Unity Party, her legacy. So with those considerations, she decided to get back to Unity Party. It was when they had life again. But under Bouaka, when Ellen left, the party was dying. Bouaka could not resuscitate the party in no given way. It was dying. The only party that is institutional, their standard bearer of the party still exists. We know that for a fact. Because I think 2 times the people say, oh, Weah was not the right person to lead as standard bearer. He gave them the right. He stepped aside. And the next time they say, oh, the party with Weah and this person, the party will not make impact. This Weah is this, Weah is that. Weah stepped aside. It was when they took Winston Totman, and their argument was based on how they call it? Okay, yeah, he was ambassador. So ambassador of UN, he was on a top position he had within the UN system. Now, all those, Weah stepped aside 3 times. It did not affect CDC. Weah comes back to CDC. So you see, if that will happen, or any political party other than CDC finds itself in such a situation that the political leader steps aside 2 times, the party breaks down. Look at the other political parties, apart from CDC. Look at them, apart from Unity Party. What time are they waiting for that you hear them? They are waiting for 2027, 2028. That's when they will start springing up from their respective corners. Right now, they do not have any means to survive because they do not have the people. Not that they can't have the people, but the leaders are all gullibles, vulnerable people who will just feed on the master. And once the master isn't around, they too, they don't have the financial capacity, but they can sound rhetorical, they can sound so loud, they can trumpet, they can say things that you say, yeah, the guy is a strong political figure. But when it comes to the financial aspect, no. And I don't need to repeat myself. I talk about most of those political parties. The standard bearer left, nothing. The most recent, fresh on the minds, because the guys below ANC, they stay around for a very long time. Look at, he came. He got so excited. When he lost the election, he went back to America. Do you hear anything from ANC since the 2023 elections? Before him, when Cassell got in a problem, everybody was thinking how the party was going to survive. Fast forward, Cassell died. What happened with his political party? The party died because everything was coming from the pocket of Dr. Cassell. Musa Belete is the head of the Citizens Movement for Change political party. This party does not have a full membership yet. What NEG instruction is as simple. Just go into the counties. I think one of their regulations or the requirements, each county you have to have certain number. Yes, I think it's one of the requirements. It's as easy for a man who has money. The party does not have a full membership yet. It is in its formative stage yet. Though NEG has, when I say in its formative stage, that the people it will take time for the people to get to know the party. Musa Belete will have to go around. All of these things, everything comes from Musa Belete's pocket. Assume that Musa Belete just off this place for 2, 3, 4 months. You will not see anything vibrant of CMC. Everybody will be waiting for Musa Belete. Who is pumping the money in right now? Who is buying the cars? Who's going to give them a headquarter and every other thing? Musa Belete. One of the reasons Liberty Party did not die sudden death because Musa Belete moved in immediately with the call from Dillon and Yombly. At the time, these two people were dry. Go back, look at Dillon's photos and Yombly Kanga Lawrence. They were dry. They did not have it. When Bronsky passed off, within that interval, they did not have anything whatsoever to keep the party afloat. Liberty Party was drowning. Sudden death was emerging. What did they do immediately to keep the party alive? They sold it to money man Musa Belete. Along the way, they wanted to take the party back. That's what led them facing the National Elections Commission, Board of Commissioners most of the time, and the Supreme Court. Because Musa Belete insisted. They sold it to him. And Musa Belete, they say, oh, the chief, yeah, you can do this. So Musa Belete changed some of the things. They went to their convention. Musa Belete became the chair. I have some of the voices about Dillon fighting. I think one time I played telling you not that you gave money, that the party is yours. Dillon said that. I am saying this to tell you that he threw the party back to them to form his own. Now he has his own. Everything is coming from his pocket. Would the party be a competitive party going into 2029? It could. Given how he will position the party within that space of hundreds of political parties, the kind of manifesto already he has given a clear picture of his manifesto, which is not different from the Propo agenda, is not different from the arrest agenda. It's the same thing, and that is not going to resonate with the people, except he goes back on it and makes some changes within there, because he talked about road. Road was prominent in the Propo agenda. It is prominent in the arrest agenda. He talked about agriculture. It was prominent in the Propo agenda. And then the rescue. He talked about the rule of law, women's empowerment, and on we can go. All of those things, we saw them in the Propo agenda. We see them in the arrest agenda. So what difference has he in his manifesto? Nothing. So how can that manifesto resonate with the people? The people will only go for a goose that is different from the rest, because the people have heard all of those things. So I'm not convinced that he will make the impact, but he got time in his favor. Let's see how it plays out. But given the culture, given my understanding of the political culture of this country, I'm not sure that Musa Ability Party will make the impact that he wants, except that behind the scene, his party is a surrogate party. That means it comes on the scene to work out for certain politician or certain political party. If the party is not a surrogate party and it wants to be or clinch state power, it has a Herculean tax. And here is it. Have you wondered the possibility or the rationale serving as representative and political stand-up bearer at the same time? Will he be effective? Assume everything is over. The misunderstanding is over in the House of Representatives, and they're back to business as usual. And he has schedules here and there. You think he will be effective? Well, you will argue that he has other people. He has the chairman. He has the vice chair. He has this, so it wouldn't be a problem. Well, I will agree with you, but there will be a time that he will have to decide between the position of representative and a political leader. But this is my position on this in closing. It is dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. Just like the other political parties. Everything. I know that he learned lesson from Liberty Party scenario or crisis, but he wouldn't make the impact. At 2029, he might come between 9, 10, 11. He might try. He might just be like Cummings. And I hope that he doesn't get into Cummings 7%. Okay, that will be doing it for that time of the essence. We are giving 10,000 out. Please take your 10,000 with just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 this afternoon by dialing star 799 star 100. That's 25 hash. That's all. Take your 10,000 from the King's Cash giveaway. Raj said, no party like CDC. Take your 10,000. Dial star 799 star 1. Hey, are you? The 100 where you coming from? 25, 25 hatch. 25 hatch. 799 star 25 hatch. $200 Liberian dollars you play with, or $1.50, and then you have your 10,000. Let's go to the International Women's Day. They say today International Women's Day. Do we have International Men's Day? Do we? Do we have International Men's Day? Today is International Women's Day, they say. I've seen several read out and articles of commendation. Why, if there isn't, why we don't have International Men's Day? Why only International Women's Day? Then there is nothing called fairness. And you see it? And you see it now? When we're telling you, no matter what, you have to take side. Because there's nothing, there's no equilibrium on earth. No. There's no fairness. So if there is, if there is International Women's Day, there should be a balance. So International Men's Day. So it's International Women's Day. They are recognized, I think, for their role and other things. Okay. But International Women's Day. International Women's Day was recognizable in Ellen's government, Weah's government. Those women did well in order. This one, International Women's Day, in Bwaka's Unity Party Rescue Government in Wharf. In Wharf. What? Listen, let me talk strictly to those women within the rescue. I have to kind of tell you, oh, Women Day and International Women will praise you. Oh, come on. You people are not even united within yourselves. You people are not helpful to each other. You people are just bad off. We've seen so many awful things. Come on, I don't want to play the devil's advocate here. Let's say what it is so that you'll change. Most of you women are bad. Most of you are good. Most of you women are just not the kind of person or persons you portray yourselves to be. And those of you in Unity Party, the rescue mission, you're incorrect. The International Women's Day, it's just because it is a UN legislation. But if you were to ask me, I will tell you that your cancer in Liberia, you don't even do anything in Liberia under the people. Look at the women in the legislature. Look at them. Look at Unity Party women. Oh, but I thought Unity Party woman was on that list of persons of interest. What a Unity Party lady, man, Priscilla Cooper. So the police took her name from there and then calling her as person of interest. Oh, why they took her name from there? Because she Unity Party woman. Okay, I will make a notation on that for next week. So why extra now? Why extra anything? Women's Day. Men stealing, women stealing. Men engaging in dubious stuff, women engaging in dubious stuff. The women they are the ones who are even, the ratio of stealing is so high than the men are. They got bad character. I'm not distinguishing anything here. They say International Women's Day. Then say some international women. They say international women. So all of us going with the hasty generalization or generalization will take the generality, because that's what the nomenclature said. Women's Day, International Women's Day. So it's worldwide. But I am specific with Liberia. Men stealing. Look at the women are stealing in rescue government. Don't want to. What kind of young girl can model her life after a United Party women that stealing all over? What kind of recognition? Then you say the boy Lapa, they say they dressing in green suit all over. Rogues. Whole day you people more can be on the men. For the men, let's just accept it that it is the normal. Though it should not be the normal, but the men made it the normal. So it is known that the men can steal. Look at how you women, your talk about people in your houses, how you blast at your men outside in the office. The other one that we saw on 9th Street. You told somebody to do something. It's not your office work. It is out of the office and the person is doing it. And then you come because there's a delay. The lady stand right, he stood right outside. The guy tried telling her the reasons for the delay. But because she felt that she got down from her car, she started talking to the guy all kinds of ways. And then she got in the car. I can't use the expression that she used. And all of the people that were standing just looking. What did they say? They said, my man, just leave here, you know, Liberian women. She insulted and she pulled off. Watch how those women who are in position, especially top positions, they talk to their understudy or people under them in their respective offices. See the conduct in their community. Don't color this thing and portray the women as being 100% international women. Yeah, women are good, and you know, women there, women are, oh, come on. No, they are not, they are not sacrosanct. They are not sins. They're not 100% in everything. They got imperfections too, as the men have imperfections. And you have to speak out the imperfections so that they will drop those kinds of awful attitudes. Because celebrating International Women's Day, you're not just, you're celebrating character, you're celebrating virtue. Those are the things that you're highlighting. So that the ladies who are coming up and see these people or want to take them as role model, they will emulate, they will take onto themselves those virtues, those good traits they see of these, their elders ahead of them. You're not celebrating women because they are women. You're celebrating virtues. You're celebrating class. You're celebrating difference. That's why they say International Women's Day. Look at the essence of it. Look at what gave rise to this day being celebrated yearly. And you people, yeah, look what you're engaged into. Look how you're referring to people, the cheek that you people can give. Just watch some of these women. Go to places, you see them. Most of them are very unruly. Go to events, see women displaying. Yeah, man. You're not celebrating human being, you're celebrating character. So you're portraying a good character that people will emulate, especially your younger sisters. You're not doing it unto the men. You're doing it unto the ones that are coming up in your community, in your office, at your workplace, everywhere. From a biblical perspective, because we are Christians, what did God say? He said, let your goodwill, let your Christian virtue. Most of you are Christians. And even those who are from the other side of the belief system, Islam talk about the women portraying a good attitude so that the younger ones will emulate. Listen to some of the Islamic women in places, outside, inside. Listen to the Christians women. Look at them. Look at how some of them conduct themselves. See how some of them dress. Why you have majority of the young girls, they do what they do, they dress the way they dress, because they see those traits from their bigger ones. And they use that as justification. Look how they dress to go to work. Look how they dress to go to church. Look everywhere. Look how the woman dressed in the yard. She's practically half naked. Look what she does in the presence of the younger sisters. You need to sit down and just think about this expression. To celebrate something is to understand the expression. It's not just the excitement that they are talking about women because you are a woman. This day, International Women's Day, also is a day for sober reflection and to make amends in behavior towards your fellow women, men, everybody in society that you encounter or encounters you. To do a reflection, you want to sit down and say, yeah, as a lady, I think, well, for this time, I've been saying this when I go to the office, even though I'm tempted, we're dealing with people, but I have said some things that I needed not to have said to my staff. I think I need to work on certain behavior and drop this. I did some cutting at my staff. Or I just gave a loose talk to somebody who was not really offending me, but I felt offended based on my perception. This time, when I'm dealing with people in the public, I will give full attention and not to be hasty in responding. It's a day for reflection also, not just the celebration. In the home, how you talk to your child, your children, how you entertain guests, all of those things. And it's not just the excitement. The excitement, yes, comes with the occasion, but you want to use the occasion to do a sober reflection. So after when today finish or passes, then you start showing the same behavior. Then you expect that people will praise you, women. You better drop that thing you can do in Labrador. They should just be praising women. Just praise you. No wonder why. And let me close this way. I only try to go with the generality because of the name or the nomenclature or how it came out International Women's Day. And then say some International Women say Women's Day. But within that, rationally, within there are a number of women who are refined, who are very good role models, who have set standard and still setting standard today, who expire or their lives expire people below them in political office, business, religion, social, whatever the sphere of life. Their conduct, their behavior have inspired. They demonstrated truly what a woman is and what a woman ought to portray, how she ought to present herself. There are a number of great women who have made great impact on institutions, individuals in their communities, in their personal house, at the business center, at the workplace, everywhere. Everywhere. Great women. Nationally, look at those women of this country that are making strides, that are into great areas of advancement. They have excelled the social ladder by determination, focus, maintaining a good camaraderie or understanding with their male colleagues. Great women. Today, those names are all over the place. They are topical names. Those are the people. There are two categories there. So let's say Happy International Women's Day. Everything in the country are happy. Okay, thank you, Wimmy. Yeah, you celebrate your day. So I beg you, let me just the people, the announcer then can say squeeze. Let me just squeeze this one in here, just so you know I hold your phone. Then we open the line quick. So you just want to listen to me. These guys are making good money. Do you know that Mema Breaks Mensa lie? Do you know? Mema Breaks went to their session, and when they were coming outside, curious legislative correspondents engaged her. And as a woman who is open, that I should say she's very open, so she gave an interview to those legislative correspondents. And in that interview, she said she takes 6,000 home. You want to believe that? No, more than that. They will not tell you the actual. They have always justified why the salary they take, why they take it, because people come into them every day for money. You go at their houses, people there, people coming to them with scholarship, be-belly, you ain't get money or dollar deliver, no money to free the dollar to buy utensil, all the things there. So that's the reason why they should be in between 10 and 11,000. They have never cut down their pay. So let me just share just few with you. They are 103, sorry. They are 103. They are 103. They take staggering amount of money. 103. The money they are taking, too substantial. A pro tem, you got a pro tem money. What? Pro tem. Che. So, yeah, you get the year. The pro tem money for the year 2024, 254,243. That for 2024, the year 2025, the year we in, $256,203. 2024, it was at 54. 2025, it rose to 56. At 2024, the pro tem at 2024, $254,243. At 2025, $256,203. Y'all sit down. The next time y'all be yelling all day, rescue, rescue. Anything y'all say, we say the same thing you people are saying, we agree. So they are 30. Take the senators from there. There you go. See the amount. Where Richard Cohn? Let me jump. All right. The man says he's speaker. Where Richard Cohn office? Okay. The main law for you. Rich. Majority block. Okay. Yeah. Majority block Richard Cohn. Fiscal year 2024. $245,535. $245,535 for 2024. 2025. $245,535. $491,540. So the total is $491,075. That's more money than men eating. Oh, here you go. Heavenly Father, Black Bureau. Deputy Speaker Thomas Fowler, fiscal year 2024, $208,939. 2025, $208,940. So the total is $417,879. Man, that's more money than men eating. We got a lace by. Here you go. It not easy. Rescue real good. Okay. Yeah. It's the weekend. So that's it then. Let's go to you. Now, the minute you're justifying all over the place. That'll be there. Let's go to you. You can have your say so that we get out on the show. It's the weekend. We are giving 10,000. Start playing the King's Cash giveaway or continue playing. We are giving out 10,000. I say, most ability, man became chairman. The man chairman. The man bought new car, put CMC 1 on it. And he will make sure that he has cars for all his people. The chairman will have car. The secretary general will have car. All of them will get car like he did for Liberty Party. My man, are you eating time? And some of the lawmakers going to Musability Party. Oh. Can you imagine many who, within no disrespect to them, they can form their own political party and gather people. But because they know that Musability get money, they want to eat Musability money too. So they're acting like they're so loyal to him. Some of the representatives, they go on the John Musability Party, they were there in their t-shirts. The only person I did not see wearing Musability Party t-shirt, I think, are Yeke. Did I see Yeke? I think Yeke wore t-shirt. I think I saw Yeke Ability's t-shirt. Yeah. But some of the representatives, they went to Musability Party. The man who, you look at the thing, see Liberia political system, let me give you one observation, that it is truly a patronage system. Musability, the chairman, the political leader, they're launching the party. And you as the political leader will get in your party t-shirt, that informal gathering, but a formal. But we just consider it informal because of the formal ceremony that happened today. So you want to get in your uniform. Musability not in the t-shirt, but the rest of the guys wore the t-shirt. If we're launching the party, and I am the political leader or I am the head, I lead by example. I wear the t-shirt of the party. But he wasn't a man in a white suit. The rest of the guys, 14, taking t-shirts to wear. I say, yeah, look at me. The country, yeah, poverty, that bad thing. So, lawmaker, your Musability friend, and you go there, you eat some of your money. That free money, that our country money there, that streaming, the money he used to, what they call his streaming stuff. You eat that money. All right, let's go to the line. Let's take a few calls, and then we continue to play the King's Cash giveaway. It's 10,000. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you have your 10,000. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97 0777. That's the Women's Line International Day, the Women's Line. 0777 80375. Few calls, and then we are out on the show for this week to get ready for next week. Let's go. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Chief.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show. This is our recently. I joined a discussion for Omega Market and legacy system of President Weah. Mr. Andrew, you see, in this country, there's a saying that when somebody inch, the person always let the pay down. And what happened to Musa Berete in our country member? See why he did. The matter that he said for me, the man that we rejected from the related position, he read the one Bangura that he made party secretary.
Wilfred Bangura.
Yeah, but the man went and chose the man to make party secretary. It's here to show that Musa Berete, some of those guys, they get bad intention. And their intention, they have been the same. That's the man.
All right, you went off, Chief. Hello. You are on the air.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm waiting Sabato calling from Weah.
Let us hear you.
Senator,
Yeah.
this thing you're doing, that's not for nothing thing you're doing. Everything you put out, that call inside. People like Musa Berete, Madigo man, you will fail again. You will fail. You're not doing anything. So thank you very much for the weekend.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend too. Thank you for calling. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Your name?
For security reason, I'm not coming in.
No, then you need a call. Then you need a call. Since well, listen to this thing again live. Say for security reason, I will not call my name. Then you need a call. Don't call the radio station. No. The radio station is for giving your identity. If anybody that should be hiding, that us. That we the one in the forefront. That we the people know. That us. That we can sit down. The people can say, oh, you see, Mr. President, the people sitting on King's FM, they're saying this, they're saying that. They say, oh, y'all go to that radio station, y'all go bring the poll. I mean, they're not y'all. Nobody get time for y'all. We the ones should be concerned. Our identity out. We put ourselves in the midst of the very people we criticize. When I hear you guys saying that thing, I want to, sorry, but Chief, no, maybe you can do it with the other people, but that can happen on my show. Once you can call your name, no, then you no need to call. You don't want to be identified. So just be Secret Service. No need to come to a radio station because even if you don't call your name, your voice, somebody can identify. You know how many times they call people? They try, you say, oh, I don't want to call my name because security reason. But the voice there, thousands of people listening to the show. So say, oh, yeah, though he said for security reason, but that same Andrew's there, that voice there. And that's how they trace people. So that thing you can be doing. That you're leaving. Nobody get time for you. If anybody that should be concerned, yeah, that us, that we the one in the forefront, we the one on the front line. We battling the government, that we facing the government head on, that us they can talk about every day, that us when they sit down, they're planning. Oh, Kings FM people, they say no one, AB say no one. You're listening to AB talking no one. You see how AB, or that we the ones should be saying our character or our security. I'm only saying it because I've listened to AB couple of times, and you've just reminded me. It just reminded me. You don't do that. Nobody after you. You stop it. Call your identity. If you want to say your name, you want anybody to identify you, then you don't call. It's just that the thing people can say on radio. The man get on radio, he talking there, he says, please sorry for the poor quality of my voice. Well, you know that your voice is poor, then you don't come on. Simple as that. If people behind you, then don't show your identity. There are two identities we have, your name and your voice. So you may not call your name, but your voice will be identified. The people can say, they can be listening and say, Kings FM, please, most respectfully, during your show, during the call section, XYZ say XYZ. Though the name was not called, please, what the person said is very vital, and we need to know. Can you please give us the call segment of your show? Now, if the management finds it necessary, given the nature and it's nothing harmful or detrimental to the institution, but they want it as public information, the management can give it and they can listen. They can listen and trace that voice. They will not come to the radio station. They will not hold the radio station. They will only ask the radio station most respectfully. They will listen to that voice and they will have people to identify. And then they had to caught people in this very country. I'm not going out. In this very country, early time, all the way we saw that thing. When I'm talking these things, I say from experienced people. They caught just like that, just identifying the voice. You're talking yourself, but that same Andrew said, though the name was not called, say that identical voice, that so and so person, this person is so and so. Do this, trace that, you get a person. And truly, that's how they caught people. You stop that thing order for security reason. I won't call my name. Who after you? Hello.
Yes, Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm asking you on the line.
Let's hear you
Thank you for the education, my brother. Then I see whole day for security reason. Nobody's going to ask for you. Your voice will not hide in this country if you call on any platform. I'm going to know you when you're on a station. Your voice, you was sleeping, and you arrive on my resident. Say, Andrew, when you talk, I will let you know what talk. I will not ask you, send you that who's that coming to me? So you say, somebody can see you talk, whether you calling me, or like you don't want talking to me. I know your voice, so you start looking at it too. 5 minutes, I'm going to get everything, after you. That's why, of course, the Musa Bede, Musa Bede, that the thing putting your hand here, I'm correct for you. Suppose Ryan will get up for you to let it pass off. They ran so many times that I'm weak. So when he get it, when he keep it very sad, so he 1% tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice weekend, my CC. Hello.
Good afternoon, Senator.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Senator. My name is Rodilius AFD, and I'm calling from my Concord resident this afternoon. Thank you for the platform. I've listened to all of the talking points for key and more them like you were just mentioning in passing of recent. There are people sometimes that have sensitive information that work in other institutions. And because of their job security, sometimes they want to share that information with you. And they don't want to be targeted at their working areas. And
yeah, I know that. Hold on. Let me tell you how that works. You don't call and say for security reason. When you dial, when you hear the talk show host say hello, yeah, it means you are on already. So everybody now waiting to hear you. So if you in such a say you have whatever the information, then you text. That's why people can try to have certain people number. So then they will share it. We said here there are some information that can come to us. They could call. They have the right to call and say for security reason. But they know that in one way or the other, some way somebody will identify. So what they do, they send the text. They send by text message and they put whatever they can put there. Then the person who on the air will know how to handle that. But if you call, if you are getting your position, that's true. That's why I say voice identification. They can identify the voice at your workplace.
Those are the procedure, but people now people have been witch hunted, and other people want to contribute. They have some sensitive information want to share on the platform, but if they call their names, apparently even on AB show, sometimes there are certain people they call they say for security reason. He allowed them to flow because he wants to create a security intact for them.
Chief, that thing is not a justification. Thank you. It's not a justification. Hello.
Good afternoon, my dear brother.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Freeman from
you say the post stay here. Assume, hold on. Assume you are the Ministry of Information or the Ministry of Transport or Post and Telecom, and you call and say for security reason, and the people listening to the show just at that time, and they identify one or two persons can identify and say that a person.
What my man to say? I'm not discussing that, man. I may already say him gone. Let me see my
I'm good.
Okay, this is Mr. Freeman from District 4, Maserati.
Let's hear you, Mr. Freeman.
Yeah, my attention has been through on this issue. Liberia from 47 up to now. Politics are tear the country apart. And up to now, we not learn. If we could learn, we will forget about politics and start working how to. Look at the India, the Lebanese guys who are suffering honor there in their country. You get what I'm saying? Those guys, they are streaming our brothers and sisters there in the rural working era. But I don't get it. We still on politics there now. They do politics in the now politics. It's not correct for all in the country. People like they're fuming there. That means they are fuming. Like I call the ANC men, they so be taking air when I with politics, boy, and I expecting CDC to be taking air because CDC for sure they will come back 2029. I don't know why CDC should keep trying with politics. They're not just a power ye. If you not just power person, then I think you'll be crying. Like the wood door on the door back on the street.
So CDC must relax on politics, and the other party there.
CDC will
yeah, the other party there should be talking, eh?
CDC they will say come with that when they come back, like, bro, we shouldn't cry again.
Okay. All right. Okay, Chief. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Let's hear you quick.
Yeah, I need Sandro calling for a motor corner.
Let us hear you from Motor Corner.
Yeah, what's on my mind is to put that in the house. You know, we have so many people doing normal time, doing the normal days, so they can go put in the house. They need to go in the house. But none of them is in the house, but see how they are behaving to each other in the house.
What are they doing? What are they doing to each other?
They are not loving, they are having no love for each other in our house. You hear? They're not even seeking the citizen interest in this country. They just there for their own self-interest. Eh?
And I have voted the people. And I say the people are running all around the place.
No, Baba. Me, so I don't just join anything. But actually, pay me every day while it's going in our house.
They going for nothing for your district. Who your representative? What kind of district you in first?
17.
DJ Blue, eh?
Yes.
So what happening there?
Papa, I will not see nothing here.
What do you mean not see nothing here?
Maybe you're doing it about now. I see nothing here.
You way behind, or you way behind in Broadville.
Yeah.
So nothing happening here.
Yeah, me too, you're happening, but now maybe it's only happening, but I can't say anything now. But what I'm doing, I think they put in the hall.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Hello. You are on, Chief. You are on the air.
Oh, okay, Mr. Andrew. I was on the line where I went off. Okay, now, okay, Mr. Andrew. As I was saying, pertaining to the Bangura man, this man was rejected by us, and honorability was chose that man to be a party secretary. See, what kind of rationale is that? See, Mr. Benedict, you know, Mr. Benedict just see that the poor neighbor, we are just vulnerable people that you get any kind of thing to me to give political power at any time. That's the case. We want to show you appreciation. Why is he in that kind of a rush? He won't represent the position of the town, and then he form another political party, and he said they're coming to feel a candidate in the coming race. Why is he so much worse? What's the intention?
All right, Chief.
In the political history of Linda, not about put our been running there. Children of whether they have been involved into drugs activity and civil power trading. They get you a friend. We are discussing that here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for spicing up the show. All right. Let me bring you on. You're being on. Exercise patience. Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Boyno Swen. PKA George Weah Voice. My brother, like I was saying, for Malaysia in their office, I got between them. So they can lie and nobody business. And the other people there will say that that bread and brown skin parties. Then the other one open parties. Then the other one that senator, the other one that senator. When brown skin ready for them, brown skin will get them one by one and break that party. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day and weekend. Thank you all for spicing up the show. That's all the time we've got to be with you. The news is on at 6 in just under 30 minutes. And then after the news at 8 is Face the Issues with Teacher Light. You don't want to miss tonight's presentation. As usual, it's going to be another fascinating and breathtaking presentation. Make sure you charge your batteries. You get ready for another insightful presentation. All right. That's it. That's all the time. Thank you ever so much for being with us. And this is how the show resets for this week, to return afresh on next week, Monday. I'm Sam Andrews. Shalom.